The Hancock Museum have unveiled not one but two new exhibitions. Ancient Iraq includes a 4,000-year-old statue of a king, and it's the first time it's been put on display outside of London. John McGuinness is from the British Museum.
The training programme for Iraqi archaeologists instituted 4 years ago by the British Museum. This was a response on behalf of the UK government to help Iraq, in this case specifically the cultural heritage side of Iraq, which has suffered so badly under ISIS. And I'm immensely proud that we as a country have been able to work with our Iraqi colleagues in this way. So we look forward to welcoming people to come and see the exhibition here. And one of the first huge kingdoms to develop in that part of the world. So in the Sumerian section we have a statue of Lagash, we have a mace head, we have inscriptions, and visitors and families will be able to learn a lot about the origins of urban civilization in Mesopotamia. So the objects on display here are largely from the British Museum, and there's also objects from the Great North Museum itself. So these are objects which were excavated in the previous centuries, mostly in the 19th century by British archaeologists. These days, of course, when archaeologists work in Iraq or almost all other countries, we don't take the objects out of the country. We don't want to, we don't aim to, we're not aiming to remove objects from the countries, but we are privileged to be involved in the pursuit of knowledge and making of new discoveries.
Another exhibition on display is called Otherworld by Adam Hawke, a Gateshead-based design company. They specialise in concept art for movies and video games.
So what people can expect to see is lots of different types of digital art, lots of different characters, lots of different worlds, lots of different props, and the exhibition it takes you through the process of a concept artist, from where they get their inspiration from, how they begin to form their ideas, all the way through to the finished piece of artwork. I think this exhibition will be really good for families and people who like fantasy films, so things like Marvel films, people who like video games, people who are interested in things like comics and graphic novels. So if you're into that sort of thing, the artwork in this exhibition I think will be really up your street. You don't really see that sort of thing in museums and art galleries, so we're really thrilled to put on an exhibition like this. And the ultimate aim I think for us is that young people will see this exhibition, see the brilliant artwork that's been created here in the North East, and it might inspire them to think about a career in the creative industries. They could become an artist or a designer or an animator. All these things are possible, and you don't need to move out of the North East to fulfil that dream.
Katie Smith reporting from Newcastle.